get down, please? Can you get down? Can you get down so I can see? Can you? Careful, careful. Okay. Hi everyone and welcome to my crazy life. So as you already know from the title, I am pregnant. Super exciting, super scary, mainly exciting. But yeah, it's been a crazy few months, and for that reason I thought we were massively overdue, like a sit down, get a hot chocolate because not too much caffeine, by having a cup of tea, and it's quite late. So yeah, I thought we could do with a little sit down and a little catch up. And normally I try and do these things like in daylight, but I watched a video of someone else had done a life update the other day, and they kind of did this like cozy sitting in the lounge type of thing, and I was like, do you know what, the next time I do a video I'm gonna do that. So here we are. I feel like I have so much to update you on that I don't really know where to start. So okay, I am pregnant with a baby boy, and he is due on the 3rd of February 2021, and I am currently 24 weeks pregnant as of today. Those of you that have been following me for a while, for many years, will know that I have always wanted to get married and have children and have that life. And I got engaged almost a year ago today. Almost a year ago today. I got engaged a year ago, as of next week. So it's coming up to our anniversary and also our 4-year anniversary. And now here we are waiting on our little boy to arrive, and it all just feels so surreal but also amazing at the same time. Like, I've always wanted to be a mom, and the fact that it is kind of like a wish come true is such a crazy feeling. I honestly can't wait to meet him. I can feel him moving about. Anytime that I get into bed, he starts kicking off, and we've literally just started to actually see his kicks and movements from the outside. I've been feeling them internally for quite a while, and you could feel them when Dan was putting his hand on my tummy and stuff. And yeah, it's just crazy. I feel like he's got such a personality already. I just can't wait to see what he looks like a mini me and Dan. Can't imagine it. Like, I'm quite interested to see like whose features he has, or if it's like a mix of both, and which features from which parent does he have. Like, does that make sense? Like, I can't wait. But yeah, let's start from the beginning. So actually our wedding is booked for October 2021, which will be our 5th anniversary. And we'd always talked about having kids and decided that, you know, it was something we were going to do. But I always thought that Dan wanted to get married first, and consequently he thought the same about me. So it was a little bit of like a lack of communication in terms of like, we knew we both wanted it, but like when it was kind of like what the criteria was that we could then start trying to conceive. I always felt that I wanted to be engaged, not necessarily married, before I started to have children. So I was kind of like, oh, you know, I really want to start having kids, but he wants to wait until after we get married and blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, as like a turn of fate, I have been on the contraceptive pill for 10+ years, and I've always been on the exact same one. Now, I went for my review at the doctor's because you have to go every like 6 months. And my tablets, my pill, had actually been discontinued. So I got given something that was supposed to be a like for like in terms of the chemicals inside it, pill, and it actually started to cause me a load of issues. This all happened kind of like January 2020, so the beginning of the year. So I was taking this pill and then it started to not agree with me, and by that I mean like I was bleeding when I wasn't supposed to be bleeding, as in when I wasn't on my period, and I started to get like almost like an allergic reaction, like that started kind of on my boob and then spread all across my front, just sort of my torso area. And it looked what I can only describe as like chicken pox. That's what it looked like, just red and angry. It wasn't itchy or anything, but something was going on. And that turned out to be all down to like a hormone imbalance. So even though these new pills were supposed to be exactly the same as my like old ones that I'd been on for 10 years, they were completely screwing my insides and my outsides up. So I went back to the doctors and they gave me a completely different pill, and I thought, do you know what, like, because he said I could just do a straight swap from one to the other. I hadn't even finished a full pack, but I could start halfway through, and I thought, right, I'm just gonna have a break, let my body kind of heal, and not be on any contraception whatsoever. And we were still being careful and whatnot, and I think like March or April time, I think my body was still like on the come down from all the hormone changes and fluctuations and whatever, and I started to get these really like weird possible pregnancy symptoms. So I remember being like, oh, what if I'm actually pregnant? Because I looked at the timings and I was like, actually I could be. So I sort of sat down and said, like, by the way, all of this is going on. Like, you knew like all this funky stuff was going on with me anyway, and I was like, I could be pregnant. And we kind of had like a conversation about what that would mean and how we would cope with it and what we would do. Because we always wanted to like build a pot of money first before starting a family, and we didn't have that pot of money. So yeah, it was kind of a bit of like a exciting but like a oh wow, not ready. Turns out that I actually wasn't pregnant at that point, but that did actually spark the conversation between us to go, well, actually, you know, we thought that we might be pregnant and it wasn't as like scary or horrific as we were expecting. Like, if anything, we were a bit like disappointed that I wasn't pregnant. So we kind of, I worked it out and I was like, right, if you actually want to start trying for a baby now, then we've got this window to get pregnant and have the baby before the wedding. So it wasn't too close to the wedding day, because I'm gonna need to lose weight to get back into my wedding dress. Not that I could get in it when I bought it, but it wasn't that far off, but now it's really far off. I got a load of ovulation strips and I did loads of research into it, and I had my little charts, and I tracked all my symptoms. And the first month was April that we actually tried, and that's kind of during the whole peak of lockdown and working from home and furlough coming in, and my job is doing payroll, and so part of that is to do furlough calculations, and this brand new scheme had been brought in and I was so stressed, and I think that just didn't work with trying to like help my body conceive and create a baby, because I was just incredibly overwhelmed and stressed, and probably still on the come down a bit from like not having any artificial hormones like in my system. So yeah, the first month didn't work and that was a little bit disappointing, But the second month it did work, so I fell pregnant in May, and I found out on I think the 29th of May, and had a terrifying first trimester of reading all these horror stories and just hoping that and praying that everything was okay with the baby, and that it would continue to develop and be healthy. And yeah, of course, first trimester pregnancy isn't fun anyway. I felt like I had food poisoning the entire time. In terms of like my maternity leave, what I'm thinking at the moment is I want to leave it as late as possible, because I'd rather have time off work with my baby than without my baby and just sort of waiting around. Loads of people seem to say that like your first baby seems to be late, or is usually late, but I don't know. I'm on a load of pregnancy apps and they all seem to be coming dead early. Like some people that are due the same time as me has already had their babies, and that terrifies me because I am not ready. I am super organised in general, but like I am not ready to have a baby like now. There is a lot more to do until that point, but yeah, so I need to sort out like my maternity leave stuff with work, and I'm thinking baby's due on the 3rd of February, so I think I'm gonna start it as late as I can, and then what we get at our place is just statutory maternity pay. So that's for the first 6 weeks we get 90% of your weekly average earnings, and then for the remaining 33 weeks we get the statutory pay as set by the government, which is like £151.20 a week, which works out to about just over £600 a month, which is scary because I earn more than that. Well, most people earn more than that, but yeah, so I don't know, we're gonna have to trying our best to like budget now and to be really tight on our expenses, and I'm trying my best to like funnel money away so that I can kind of like top up my pay while I'm actually on maternity leave. My life is definitely going to change and I am so ready for it. I feel like I'm at that point in life where I need, not that I need something else, but I'm definitely ready for something else, and that something else is to start our family. Obviously we've got our two babies, one here, there's one over there that you can't see, but if I move this tripod about they're gonna go mental. You could probably hear them snoring, but yeah, so I've got my first baby over there, which is Bruno, second baby here, which is Darcy, and then third baby here, which is yet to be named, little baby boy. So boys' names are so difficult. I have no idea what we're going to call this baby. Like, I had a massive long list of girls' names because I find girls' names dead easy. Like, boys' names are hard, like really difficult. I don't know, because you go through and you read these names and you're like, oh no, because I know someone called that name and I don't like them, or I think this about them, and it kind of ruins the name for you. So there's a lot of names like that, so I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. I know that the baby will be having Dan's surname though, as opposed to mine, because we're getting married next year anyway, because I can't wait to get rid of my surname. But yeah, so we'll all be a family of Bennetts, which will be nice. So at the minute it's just baby Bennett, which is quite cute. I quite like Bennett as a first name, but obviously we can't do Bennett, so yeah. We've just kind of been spending the past few weeks sort of collating stuff and and getting the nursery ready. The baby won't actually be in a separate room to us, obviously, for a while, but I don't want to have to try and sort it out whilst I've got a newborn or whilst I've got a very young baby or a toddler or whatever. And I don't want to have to try and sort that whilst I'm on maternity pay, because I'm just not going to have a lot of money. And it's not going to go very far as it is, so like I just, yeah, the sooner I can sort it, the better. So we've bought like a we've made the most of Facebook Marketplace. So I found like a Chico Next to Me Magic crib, which is one of the newer ones, that was secondhand on Facebook, and then I bought a brand new replacement mattress for it. So we've got that. That'll be next to my side of the bed in the bedroom for a while. So little man will be in with us, and then in the spare room I bought a cot bed from IKEA. So not only do we have like the cot for when he's quite little, but as he gets older it'll turn into a little like toddler bed. Trying to think like long term, cost saving, the most efficient way of spending our money. But yeah, we've got a pram, we've got a car seat, we've got loads of clothes because people keep buying us and giving us clothes, which is so lovely. What else have we got? I feel like that might be it. I think that's it. I'm not sure what else we need. I don't know. I've still got a lot of like research to do, and I keep doing these like online classes, which are quite useful and very interesting, about babies and babies' health and about what they need and about their sleeping and about feeding them. And yeah, I'm just trying to be as educated as I can and as prepared as I can to be a mom, to be a human mom. I'm already a mom. I'm already a mom to these pair. But yeah, like an actual baby. I don't know. I'm excited. I really can't wait. Next week we're going on holiday for our anniversary, taking the dogs. We're having a lovely little family holiday, and thankfully everything is still okay with that. It's a holiday like in England, so it's not like we're going abroad or anything, because that would definitely be cancelled, or we'd have to self-isolate when we came back, or I don't know. But yeah, so we're going to like a lovely little like holiday cottage, sort of in Norfolk way, and thankfully everything's been okay with it. But yeah, we'll be celebrating our anniversary. I was looking at like going to a spa or something and getting like a mummy to be package or something, and then I realised actually with everything going on it's probably not the best idea. And when I looked, they couldn't actually do any of the packages that I wanted to do. So it was just a case of like, you could go and have like afternoon tea, and then you'd get like changed into a robe, and then you could have like a treatment, and then you'd kind of go. I think, or it might have been the other way around. You might have had your treatment first, then your afternoon tea, and then that's kind of it. Which to me, if I'm having a spa day, I want a spa day, like the whole day of like going in here, doing this, getting a treatment, blah blah. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're actually going to do on our anniversary because there's not a lot to do. Possibly go to the beach, but we'll see. I'm planning on filming it anyway, so I guess we'll find out. I guess you'll find out whenever I actually get around to editing the bloody thing, because they take so long. But I do enjoy doing this. Like, I had a lot of messages lately saying that they miss my videos, and I'm gonna be filming like my pregnancy journey, and I have like such a love-hate relationship with YouTube in general anyway, in the fact that it annoys me if I spend hours and hours putting time and effort into a video and hardly anyone even watches it. like for the amount of subscribers that I have, and not even like a tenth of them will watch my video, is quite annoying. I feel like it's a bit like Instagram in the fact that if you're not constantly posting and stuff, then you're just not relevant. But I also have a life that I want to live, and so yeah, YouTube isn't my priority. It never has been. It's never been my money maker. Like, I have to work for my money like most of the people do. I do enjoy it. It's definitely still a hobby, but it's a hobby as and when I have time. Like now, I guess. Like, Dan's at work and I'm just sitting chilling with the dogs. And why bother waiting for daytime and great lighting and whatever when I can be sat in my pyjamas with big fuzzy hair, because I straightened and washed my hair yesterday. I washed and straightened my hair and then got caught in the rain today, and then this is what we have. And like half of my makeup has come off. Like, I'm cozy. This is kind of like the perfect time to just sit and have like a chill chat and a little update. So yeah, I don't really know what else I have to update you on. There's probably so much, but honestly, like, my brain since being pregnant has just started to go a little bit ditzy, and it is terrifying because I am such like a control freak, and I'm on top of things all the time, and like, I'm dead organised, and my job kind of requires that, and I just feel like I'm losing my ability to do that. So yeah, I definitely have a case of the baby brain. But yeah, the gist of it is having a baby, can't wait, super excited. Trying to find maternity clothes at the minute, it's dead hard, not fun. Like, most of my wardrobe doesn't actually fit anymore, which is rightly so, because my tummy is growing fast and the stretch marks are starting to make an appearance at 23 weeks, so we're now a week in, which is also scary, but I don't care. I'd sacrifice anything to have a little family, so if it means stretch marks, then so be it. Thank you so much for having a little chill with me and a little catch up, and I will do my best to keep making videos and keep you updated with the pregnancy and how he's getting on. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting few months, and I can't wait to see myself just get bigger and bigger and bigger, which is something that I never thought I would say, but it's really exciting to watch like my body change. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.